going to Mexico for weight loss surgery. Would you consider it? As we first told you at 6 o'clock, thousands of people have done it, including an Arizona woman who filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit today claiming she was deceived. Now, in part 2 of our investigation, the shocking weight loss sales pitch.
Because I'll show you.
Jessica Ballandby covers her mouth
Completely gone.
and starts to cry. She has complications from when she had weight loss surgery in Mexico. She throws up frequently, and doctors say the acid from her stomach is causing her teeth to fall apart.
How can I even ever move on and even be with somebody or even try to find yourself attractive when you look like that?
The emotions are overwhelming.
Thank you, sorry.
Embarrassment and anger directed at the woman who convinced Jessica she'd be safe going to Mexico for weight loss surgery.
I was 10 times more healthier and prettier when I was bigger. I'd do anything to go back.
And that's why she hired attorney Robert Gregory, who filed this lawsuit today, which claims Sandy Brimhall preyed upon people like Jessica who were desperate to lose weight, but either didn't qualify for surgery in the U.S. or couldn't afford it.
It would be a quick in and out. The surgeries would be done by doctors who were qualified and competent. And that's not what happened.
And we have evidence of her sales pitch because Sandy was a school principal in Show Low and used her district email to recruit for surgeons in Mexico. A simple open records request got us a rare inside look at Sandy's operation. Emails reveal she recruited hundreds of people, escorted them to Mexico, used district resources to transmit HIPAA-protected medical documents, and started a business making professional referrals, allegedly based on her own experience of having weight loss surgery in Mexico.
It's my understanding that she basically just went down there, looked around, and said, yeah, this looks like a safe place to have surgery.
I think it was just based on her own knowledge.
And he says Sandy's lack of medical knowledge is highlighted in this 2013 email exchange with a potential patient who writes, quote, "There are 2 different options that have sleeve in the description. What is the name of the procedure?" But Sandy doesn't know, and she responds, quote, "It's the one that they cut your stomach out. Let me look at the site real quick."
If you haven't been medically trained, then you're not in a position to say this is medically safe.
Of the documents we have access to, Sandy never mentions the risks of weight loss surgery.
Surgeons doing these surgeries should be bariatric surgeons, not a general surgeon.
On March 8th, 2014, Jessica goes for gastric sleeve surgery with the doctor.
I was in a hallway where you shouldn't even probably be when they put me under.
She says Sandy was with her in Tijuana and witnessed the severity of her complications.
You could literally take my hoodie and wring it out and blood was dripping from it. I couldn't do it anymore.
And this video from a 2015 interview aired by ABC15 confirms Sandy knew Dr. Almanza was responsible for Jessica's injuries.
And when she crossed the border, she was having significant problems, so she went to another bariatric center in Scottsdale, and they told her that he had nicked her intestines. Said there's no way that that could have happened. He doesn't make mistakes like that. And they said, well, it's true that they absolutely do.
Yet just weeks later, according to the suit, Sandy was already recruiting new patients for Almanza. This April 15th email never mentions Jessica or her complications.
And so that forms the basis of fraudulent misrepresentation that you're going to get one thing, but in fact they got something very different.
2 years after Jessica's surgery, Sandy continued to recruit new patients for surgeons in Mexico, writing, quote, "No one has ever regretted it. That easy, LOL." But Jessica isn't laughing. What do you think when you look back on those old pictures?
That girl, she could light up a room. She was the funniest one. I didn't know a stranger in the world. Now I don't even go out of my house.
Now, Jessica's lawsuit claims the Show Low School District knowingly allowed Sandy to operate her recruiting business. The superintendent told me the district will not comment on pending litigation. Meantime, Sandy Brimhall no longer works in the district, and she ignored our many attempts to reach out. A story like this, it probably leaves you wondering, is medical care safe in Mexico? In fact, every year, thousands of Americans travel there for treatment and many find success. But the CDC warns it can be risky. There's no worldwide standard of care, and the medical tourism industry is not regulated in Arizona. Bottom line, do your research, ask lots of questions, and read the fine print. The CDC has guidelines to consider, and we put that link with this story on ABC15.com.